let's talk about some game news now. And the first thing we're going to talk about is totally cool. It's so rad. And
are you trying to bring us back to like 90s dialogue?
Bodacious.
To match the 90s graphics?
Yeah, it's not bogus at all.
Excellent. Okay. Well,
extreme. All right, cool. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, it's super existent.
So a while ago, we got a KOF teaser that came out of nowhere, and a KOF 14 teaser that came out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "Why does this look so bad?"
Right.
Then they decided to release a new trailer, like literally right before we started the show.
Yeah.
And some new characters in there and everything like that. But we are going to play this trailer for you guys on stream so you can see all of its glory in 720p, 60 frames per second.
You should probably mute it just so we don't get busted.
Oh, yeah? Should we do that? Okay. So we're going to mute it so we don't get busted. But here we go. I can't speak Japanese. That's all I do is say Japanese stuff, so... Flame! I don't know, I'm making stuff up now. There you go.
I'm in jail!
Burn to fight! The King of Fighters! 14!
It's more like... The King of Fighters! 14! I feel like that's more appropriate.
Yeah, probably true.
I'm in jail! I just think it's funny that Chang has his jail. That's on the back of his shirt.
Yeah.
Jail. Man, that's too bad. Now,
that is the best reaction.
It's coming out early next year. You know, it doesn't have that much time, and you know they have similar sort of jackets, I guess. Like you know it's Yori. You know what I mean? Like but it's half because of the jacket and half because like he does a move that you've seen another character do before that happens to be the same guy. I feel like that's the best way to even know what it is. So it certainly looks better in 60 frames per second HD, which is what we just streamed. Hopefully it came through like that. But if you want to see it, you know, you can look it up. It's on Shoryuken, etc. What I liked was
Southtown Jail is what it says.
Oh, does it have a full name to the jail on it? That's nice.
Oh, but he's also graffitied broken under it. So it says Southtown Jail broken.
Oh, okay. So it's all right. I'm not sure if that's better, but at least it's something. What I liked was the 360p version of it that we saw at first.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I just thought it was fitting. You know, when this game came out, 360p was the best YouTube had. So, or I mean, when its graphics sort of.
Uh-huh. We were watching everything on Real Media Player, you know, downloading videos, downloading media, whatever like that. So.
Yeah.
Hey, but Leona was announced.
Are you gonna let it play? Yeah, right. Leona and Chang are in there.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to find. I could, you know, even as it's moving, like I can't even see Leona. You know what I mean? Like I can't even like. She just looks like a figure is like doing Leona moves.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Right. That's how I feel. That's how I feel too. It's very strange.
Yep. People say they want to see the 360p trailer.
Okay. Why not?
God. Alright, let's do this. 360. Yep, 360.
It's on 360.
Okay, here we go.
This is very fun. I think that's supposed to be Kyo. I'm not sure.
And then it turns all bright red for no reason with the swipes. I'm still not even sure. PlayStation 2.
PlayStation. Oh no. I feel bad. You know, I hope that the game ends up good. I'm sure everybody hopes it ends up fun.
The hardest part about it is like, you're like, okay, well, maybe it'll turn out good. They're just working on it. It's coming out next year. They didn't say early next year, right? Yeah, okay.
I believe that's the case.
I mean, I think it's just sometime.
Is it just sometime next year? Well, hopefully it's the end of next year.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, look, I don't know if you ever messed with Maximum Impact, which was the 3D KOF.
Once or twice only.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. But they tried to make it like a 3D game with like OTGs and rolling and 3D environments and stuff like that. So this one looks like they're at least trying to preserve the 2D-ness of it. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, they were already using 3D graphics, and then they would turn them into sprites, right? I don't know why they didn't just stay with that, or why didn't they go the Guilty Gear route. It's not like Guilty Gear's hiding their tech, right? They're showing everybody exactly how they're doing their graphics.
Those might be more expensive.
Yeah. Plus another thing too. I mean, it's so funny too, because like one of the favorite pictures going around is when Sin eats his food. Like he has a smile on his face, but apparently the only way they could make it so that you could see Sin's face and smile properly was by rotating his face a little bit and stretching it on his head.
Okay.
So you know how when you win, it does that little pan thing?
Yeah.
So people will throw a move like a fireball and then eat so that the fireball kills him and then it pans and he looks so warm.
That's awesome.
It's so funny looking. But yeah. Oh yeah, it absolutely costs more money to do hand-drawn sprites.
Oh, hand-drawn especially.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
hopefully it ends up all right. You know, we'll see. Everybody's rooting for it, etc. All right, let's move on.
To be honest with you, Street Fighter V looks really nice. I actually really do like the graphics of it. I mean, Dhalsim looks super cool. I really like Zangief, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
And those two character select screen portraits are excellent.
Zangief makes me laugh every time, but not in a way that it's because he looks stupid.
He looks good. It's good.
Just like, it's so funny looking. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool.
It's awesome. And then Dhalsim's where he sort of does this crazy.
Dude, he's floating in space.
Well, they're all floating in space.
Yeah, but I mean
that's what the character's literally is.
In fact, some of his wind poses, he just curls up and floats. Like Dhalsim has really become very floaty. Like he just floats everywhere now. It's actually pretty funny. So,
Cyclone.
But Street Fighter V in Japan only right now. They've announced 4 packages that you can buy this game.
Okay.
So we don't know yet if they're translating these packages over to US, but the normal package, which is 7,990 yen, which is about $66 comes with the Cammy battle costume, 500 Zenny. So Zenny is the in-game money that you buy that you can unlock stuff. So you can't buy fight money. You buy Zenny that gets things. Fight money is a separate thing that you earn. You also get an Capcom exclusive limited supply, like illustrated swappable cover. They also have the Hot package, which is about $74, so about another $8 more. Also comes with the Cammy battle costume, but it also comes with the Ryu and Chun-Li battle costume product codes, and you get 1,000 Zenny and the swappable cover. Then there's the valuable edition, which is about $99. You get the Cammy battle costume and 500 Zenny, but you also get the production notes book, character guide DVD.
Interesting.
Yes, a command list. Like maybe a poster.
That should be in all of them.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Exclusive packaging. Capcom exclusive color product code for 16 characters.
Okay.
M Bison battle costume product code. The Capcom exclusive title product code, which I'm guessing is just like character titles or something like that. And also 500 more Zenny product code.
Zenny.
Yes, and also the swappable cover. Then David's favorite package.
Yeah.
This is the volcanic package. Because it's right there with the rim.
Oh yeah, man. You know me, I love rim. Let's move on.
$107 about. Cammy battle costume, Ruin Chun-Li. You get 1,000 Zenny production notebook, the character guide DVD, the command list exclusive packaging, the Capcom color palette, the M Bison battle costume code, the Capcom exclusive title product code, 500 more Zenny code, and the swappable cover. So there's 4 different.
So when I was growing up, when I was younger, my brother, we were into Pokemon, right? And my brother got a Squirtle that somehow was like the Japanese Squirtle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he had Japanese Squirtle. Like a stuffed animal. Okay? And when you squeeze it, it would say its name, which was Zenigame.
Mm-hmm. And
it would go, Zenny! Zenny! So that's what I think about every time I see this Zenny. I'm going to be thinking about that throughout Street Fighter V. I'm going to be taken back to the time when my brother would squeeze his little Squirtle doll and it would say its name. Thanks, Capcom.
Also, if you probably saw during the Capcom Canada Cup a lot, if you did get into the beta, the horror costumes should be available to you now. So you should be able to use those. And I will admit, even though I don't like costumes in general, I actually liked a lot of the horror costumes.
I agree.
I don't like the Ken and Fei Long or I don't know what's going on, but some of them are actually pretty sick. So Gravedigger Zangief is
that's awesome.
Pretty awesome. So.
Agreed.
Yep, there you go. Also, the Arika Vice President, Arika, the guys who made Street Fighter EX and such like that.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about.
Has actually announced that there is a possibility of Street Fighter EX characters appearing in future Capcom games. So that gives all of the Skullomania, the Darun, the Crackerjack, the Pullum Pullum fans, the Area fans, the Doctrine Dark fans, Volcano Rosso fans.
Yeah.
All of them now are super excited because there is this opportunity now for these epic characters.
Epic characters.
Especially Pullum Pullum. So you need a bit of drill. Put him in kick. I never knew what the hell that first move was, so. You could also get what is it? Who was the bad guy to Skullomania, his rival? Oh God, I can't believe I can't remember his name now.
You want me to Google Skullomania bad guy?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. What was her? Sharon. The girl with the gun, that one of her supers, that she shot you, it put the crosshairs on you, and then you got shot by a gun. Sharon with the gun.
Yep.
Shadowgeist. That's what it was. Thank you.
Skullomania and Shadowgeist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did some work on that one.
Shadowgeist. Mm-hmm.
It took a while for them to come up with those.
The interesting news about King of Fighters 14, though, is that apparently the former Street Fighter 4 battle designer is working on the game.
Interesting.
Supposedly, yes. So, let's see. Dream Cancel did some digging and learned that Oda has quite a history in the genre. Oda is best known for his work at Dimps, starting as Street Fighter 4's battle designer, before moving up to game designer on the Super Update, and finally acting as the director for Arcade Edition. He also contributed crossover tag team Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So that confirms that that KOF 14 will also be bad. So.
Yeah, Arcade Edition, Cross Tekken, Vanilla SF4. Super was a good game.
Super was a good game.
Yeah.
So.
But also, whatever. We'll see how it goes.
Yep, but hopefully, like we said, we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, the interesting thing about it is, they're working on KOF 14, but they also just recently announced that they're actually leaving the pachinko business.
That's so strange to me, because weren't they just talking about how, that's their thing?
Right, they showed up at a pachinko conference, right?
Yeah.
They were at the pachinko conference, here's our pachinko machines. And now apparently they're leaving it and they want to concentrate on games and they're going to step up their game development.
I wonder if there's just some bizarre internal struggle going on at that company.
I don't know.
Doesn't it seem like it sometimes? I mean,
it seems really odd. Something's weird going on with that company.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really, really a shame if SNK ever disappeared or went under or something, because there's a lot of really good franchises there that should be picked up and stuff like that. Because, man, if anyone could make a new Samurai Shodown game that actually is anything throwbackish or has that same sense of style as Samurai Shodown 2.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, God, Samurai Shodown 2 is so good.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, honestly, like, let's say SNK does go under. Would it benefit Capcom just to be like, give us all your characters and then just make a Capcom SNK 3?
Wow, if they just bought up the properties?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And just said, hey, we'll take over your characters. And all of a sudden, all the SNK characters can just start showing up in Street Fighter games and stuff like that.
That would be awesome. I mean, if that came up, I hope somebody competent at developing bought it. Like, if Arc System Works bought it.
Lab Zero should buy that.
Yeah,
so
that
sick.
would be super
That'd be sick. Have Lab Zero go make, or even Iron Galaxy make like the next one. Dude.
That'd be so cool, and it's definitely never happening.
Yeah,
but that'd be cool.
In Pokken Tournament, they revealed that Shadow Mewtwo is in the game. I guess, is he only just a boss character, or so he was discovered as a hidden boss in the arcade version last week, but apparently he's in the game. So there you go.
All right, Shadow Mewtwo.
Yep, and then also for Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, more support characters were announced for that game.
Cool.
So support characters, I think they're kind of like the assists that you can pick in the game to try to fill the holes. I don't know anything. I'm making stuff up.
You should have just stopped talking, yeah.
Sure. Okay, so let's get on to some community news.
Sure.
A little bit of community news stuff. What was the one thing I wanted to talk about that wasn't these two things? There was a community news.
Oh, that friggin' Squirtle doll.
Zenny.
Zenny got it? Oh, man, that was so annoying.
Okay, anyways, Nemo recently kind of stirred the pot a little bit. And Nemo of Rolento fame in Ultra Street Fighter 4. He decided to drop a list of his top Street Fighter players.
That's right.
Yep, and he actually said that the strongest players in the world, he basically said Daigo, Bonchan,
yeah,
Momochi, Kazunoko, and himself.
That was in Japan. Those are the top five Japanese players.
Yeah.
If you scroll down a little bit.
Outside of Japan, he said that the top 5 players are Xian, Infiltration, Gamerbee, Luffy, and Snake Eyes.
Huh.
That's actually a lot of respect given to Snake Eyes and Luffy there.
So. Well, they played in Japan.
Oh,
Snake
that's
Eyes
right. That's
played
right.
Against,
yeah.
Nemo, and the set was very close. I think it ended up 10-9 or 8, and it was Nemo winning like the first 4, and then Snake Eyes winning like 8, and then Nemo won the rest. Right. It was really cool. Yeah, but I think that's a great list.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, and those aren't in any order, by the way.
Right.
So, yeah, but he also listed his character ranks as well in Ultra Street Fighter 4, and basically he just listed his top 10. So he said in SS tier is Evil Ryu and Elena.
Yeah.
S tier was Rolento, Ken, and Seth.
Right.
And A tier was Ibuki, Akuma, Adon, Yun, and Sagat.
Yeah, I think some of those are not what many other people would say, but it's always cool to get his perspective. Evil Ryu and Elena are really, really good. There's no doubt. Seth is awesome. And I remember when Ultra first came out and he had some nerfs, I thought that he wasn't that great, but then they gave him health. And I really feel that that was the thing that sort of just put him over the edge into being a great character. And he had a ton of options, but he has what is it now, 900 or 950 or something? He has a lot of health comparatively.
Right.
Maybe it's 850, but it's way more than the 650 or whatever he started out with.
He started with 750. He had
750.
Yeah,
it was whatever it was very low. He now can screw around a little bit more, which is really important for his playstyle.
Right.
So that makes sense, I guess. Sagat and Adon, I think, are characters that most people would not have thought to put in there. You can't really disagree with them because at least a Sagat player and Bonchan has been doing so well.
Right. It's interesting because the top 10 seems heavily influenced by the top 10 players that he put in.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Because Gamerbee's up there, Bonchan is up there. I guess he doesn't have a Seth player and he doesn't have Zangief in the top 10 or something.
Yeah, and there's no Rose in there, and it's not a...
Yeah, I guess it's true.
It's not a direct, but as far as the players, Daigo, Bonchan, Momochi, I would say especially Bonchan and Momochi right now are like maximum ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to see. Part of what is interesting too is that it's sort of their play styles, because there are different play styles in there. Those characters.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. But look, everybody's top 10 is going to be really different, because there are not, like, everybody will have Evil Ryu, etc. But the rest of the characters, everybody's going to disagree on, because the game is like that. You know, it's not a very obvious top 10.
Yeah, but it's just really cool, because it's like every list is different and
very cool.
It just shows how balanced the game is. Really, honestly, so.
I'm with you. That was cool to see.
Also announced at Canada Cup, which is actually kind of a cool, neat little surprise. I guess they're doing a documentary on Snake Eyes. Red Bull is doing a documentary on Snake Eyes, just kind of tracking his progress throughout the year, and looks like it's going to focus a lot on his trip to Japan.
Yeah.
But it's going to be called Cultivation, and it was really, really cool to see, because, you know, just a lot of the stuff that they were talking about in there, how, like, you know, they were saying he was born in a bad neighborhood, and, you know, wasn't sure if he would ever, you know, like, where he would go in life. And thanks to Street Fighter, he's traveling the world, and he's getting to see stuff. I was even talking to Snake Eyes about this. I was just like, you have fans all over the world now because you are playing Street Fighter. And he was just like, yeah, this is so cool. Like, he was, like, it seriously just looked like he was having the time of his life.
That's great. He should be. I mean, he's having a lot of success. So
straight out of Compton. That's right. Yep.
Indeed. That scene where he's, like, meditating or whatever.
Yeah.
I laughed at that, but it's also really cool.
That's the scene that everyone kept saying, like, sold the documentary.
Yeah.
You know? And in fact, when I was talking to him at the after party, he's like, yo, check this out. And he pulled up that picture on his phone. He was like, yeah, look at this. Yeah.
That must have been pretty fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway, that's really cool, you know, that Red Bull is doing this. They are such an interesting company with what they do with their support. You know, we were talking about this a little bit at Canada. They do all sorts of stuff, like, not just video games. I don't know how much people know about them, but they do extreme sports, and they did that dude jumping from the tip of space.
Right.
And they've been doing the Flugtag thing for a long time. My friends were in that once. And it's just, they do a lot of cool things, you know. And this looks like a really well produced event. So.
Yeah. I'm happy for Snake Eyes. I think he's a good person to have the story. I mean, he's got a very interesting story and everything like that.
And a real nice guy too.
Yeah, exactly. So couldn't have happened to a better person, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, the airplane contest. That's what Flugtag is.
Oh yeah. Where they were trying to.
In fact, my friends made a paper airplane. That was their paper airplane. Was a paper airplane.
That Flugtag actually generated just so for no reason. My two best friends, I wasn't around when they did this. They rented the Dukes of Hazzard video game on, like, PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, right?
Okay.
And they were just like, it was the worst game ever.
Okay.
And for some reason, for absolutely no reason, they came up with an inside joke that they would just drive the General Lee into a lake. And as soon as they do that, they would yell, freedom, like from Braveheart. I have no idea how this all came together. But then, sure enough, I was looking at some story about the Flugtag.
Yeah.
And someone created a General Lee and tried to fly it. And there's this picture of the General Lee falling straight. Was
it them?
No, it wasn't my friends. Okay. No, but it was literally a picture of the General Lee falling face first into the water. And I don't know, that just made me laugh. So and there was no point to that story.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Yeah, my friends built this paper airplane. So the shtick is you fly, you construct something that can sort of float, I guess, not fly exactly, off of this long pier into the water.
Right.
And whoever gets the farthest distance, that's part of who wins. It's also how good is your, like, act, and how nice does your plane look.
Mm-hmm. So
my friends, while we were in college, made a paper airplane that their act was they folded it up. It was started as a piece of paper, and they folded up in some amusing way. And then my friend sat on it, and everybody else pushed him off. Like, they pushed, you know, and it flew, like, not very far. I think it was maybe, like, 40 feet. Keep in mind, it's falling from, like, 30 feet. So it's like, not that impressive.
Right.
They did not win. But there's a team from Stanford that was there. and I think they did better than us. And we're from Berkeley, and I think that was a sore moment, if I recall correctly. But I don't recall very well because we were pretty sauced.
I mean, being sauced at an event called the Flugtag sounds like it's
everybody was.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Because you see a bunch of idiots jump off of a pier with stupid-looking airplanes. It was great. It was great.
I remembered what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Just a little story about Mr. IFC Yipes Mendoza.
Yeah.
This actually is a really cool story, actually. So,
yeah.
A lot of people, if you don't know about this, Yipes is currently injured, going around on crutches. He has a torn ACL, which he actually first injured at EVO when he won Marvel 2.
Really?
Yeah, he first injured it in Marvel 2 because he literally...
Like he celebrated too hard, do you mean?
Yeah, that's literally what happened.
Wow.
He jumped, and when he landed, he tore his ACL.
Wow,
and,
just like that NFL kicker.
And when I saw him, like, right afterwards, he just looked at me and was like, James, fat man shouldn't jump. That's what he said. And yeah, he was being wheeled around on a wheelchair the next day and stuff like that.
I didn't know that. Wow.
So he had that old injury that was there. Now, apparently they were going to the subway. It was him and Persia. They were going to the subway, and he went through the gate. And the first thing he sees is, like, I don't know if he saw the dude fall in it or there was a dude in the tracks, like, begging for help, like, get me out of here kind of thing. Help, I'm stuck down here. And nobody was doing anything. And as soon as he saw that, he just burst over there and reached down to grab the guy.
Yeah.
And the guy just, like, didn't grip properly or whatever and accidentally pulled Yipes down with him. And so Yipes fell in there, landed on his leg, and tore his ACL while he was down in the tracks.
Oh, I didn't know that part of it. Wow.
Yeah, and literally a train started coming. And, like, they were just, like Yipes actually said in a video that he recorded for people, he was like, I thought I was dead. He was like, I straight up thought I was dead at that point in time. But then some other people, like, the guy saw them in time, stopped the train, and, like, they helped him out and everything like that.
I didn't know that part of it. That's crazy.
He was actually really pissed because nobody else was helping the dude down there, you know? Like, he was the only one that was doing that, so... Yeah, just...
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
He did the right thing.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, because someone said, like, well, there's laws that anything that falls in the track you can't go get. And I was like, a human being is not anything.
Yeah, agreed.
You know? This is a completely different thing, so...
Wow.
But yeah, honestly, I'm like... I mean, that's awesome. Shout outs to Yipes. I mean, look.
He's a great guy.
When that story was told, I was like, look, you wouldn't even have to have told me that story. He would have had to do nothing like that, and I know exactly what kind of person Yipes is, and so there's just no surprise to me that he even tried to do something like that.
I think very highly of him.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's injured. He wasn't able to go to a lot of events. I think people have been helping him get to, like, UMACon and stuff like that. I think he missed Defend the North for that reason and such like that, But yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that he got injured. I'm happy that he jumped down into that, though. That's really good.
That was actually, yes, a couple of weeks ago. So it definitely happened a while ago. And he did record a video on Facebook because a lot of people just, you know, they heard he got injured from rescuing someone out of a train track.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to clarify the whole story. But he says that all he remembers when he ran through the gate, like, he ran over there, the guy, like, grabbed him, and he fell in there. And he said all he could remember was hearing Samantha scream, like, at the top of her lungs, dude. I was just like, God. It's just, like, terrifying.
That must have just,
I mean, we can kind of chuckle about it now because everybody's okay, obviously. But still,
that really must have been terrible.
Oh, man. No, the guy actually fell down there by accident. In fact, it's something like... I forgot what the exact story was, like someone bumped him or something, or I don't even remember exactly what it was. So, but yeah, shout outs to Yipes. Yipes is pretty much the best.
Good guy.
So, the best.
That is okay.
All right. Yeah, he dropped his tea in the tracks or something like that. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, again, very cool stuff. So
I'm happy he's all right.
Yep. Anything else?
One note from Galvanic Panic, who says, we left out the part where Oda was in SNK and has helped work on KOF in the past.
Oh, okay.
Not just some Capcom rando.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Wow, that was genius. That pun was genius.
Which one?
From Ian, though.
This one here?
No, I'm sorry.
Or
Above that. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Someone basically said that if I deleted that tweet, I might as well change my handle from jchensor to jchensor. Shoutouts to Adil G. Shoutouts to Adil G. Yes, exactly.
I don't know. Is there anything else to ramble about here?
Not that I can think of. So,
tried some Canadian beer.
Yes,
was okay.
Right.
Tried Keith's, and also maybe like. Nah, that's not right. I was gonna say the Steam Weedle, but that was not.
Did you want to talk about the Capcom Cup placings, or do you just want to wait a little bit and maybe talk more about it next week?
Well, yeah, if you'd like to, sure. Why not?
Because, I mean, it sounds like everyone wants to hear about Capcom Pro Tour standings.
Sure. If I recall correctly, the way that things worked out this past weekend means that Valmaster has now qualified. Via points, of course, but...
Because the top 4 were auto-qualified, so the auto-qualify spot at Canada Cup was lost.
Yeah.
Translated into a points player, and so Valmaster was in the 16th position, so he is now officially qualified for
Steam Whistle. Thank you. Anyway, it was alright. So Valmaster is there, and I believe just below him now is Mise.
This is supposed to be... right under him is Mise and Dako.
But Mise, since he got whatever place he got at Canada Cup, he got 4 more points. He was tied with Dako.
Right.
So he's not now. So if somebody above him who has only points qualifier so far auto qualifies at DreamHack or at CPT Asia for that matter, then he will effectively get a spot will open for him.
Yep.
And same thing for Dako again. If two spots are taken up by people who auto-qualify, who right now are only up there in points.
Right. So, for example, if Punko, who's in 16th place right now, out of everybody, if he wins the CPT Asia
finals,
he'll qualify, and then his point spot will open up to the next person, who would be Mise.
Correct. But if also Luffy wins at DreamHack Winter, then 2 spots will have effectively opened up, which means that now Dako will be in there.
Yeah.
So that's it. In other words, PR Rog can't make it.
Yeah, neither can Haitani or Ryan Hart, unless they win DreamHack Sweden.
Of course.
And I heard that PR Rog will be traveling there to try to get that position. So, but there are going to be a lot of people there. I mean, unfortunately, PR Rog may turn out to be the Gamer Bee of this year. Yeah. So.
Same with Ryan Hart. In fact,
that's true.
Ryan Hart has traveled around a lot to try to qualify this year, and he hasn't done it yet. So, I'm rooting for one of those because they have been to so many things, and they're both great players, and they have done well at Capcom Cup / Evo, etc.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd be really good additions to the Capcom Cup lineup. So that would be cool, but I guess we'll see what happens on that.
Yep. But outside of that, I heard it's like 12 Japanese players, 4 U.S. players so far, I think, are in there. Obviously, Singapore, Taiwan, Korea have a representative.
Yeah.
2 Koreans, actually. So, and then of course,
a couple Taiwanese.
And 1 Brazil as well. So,
Right. Yeah, it's shaping up well. Don't just look at the number, at the place number, because PR Rog is in 32nd place. But that's not actually what matters. What matters is being one of the 16 auto qualifiers. Well, now 15 because one of them didn't get an auto qualifier spot, and the 15 or 16 people who can enter via points. Those are 2 separate categories. So whether you're 32nd doesn't really matter. It's whether you're in via one of those 2 metrics.
I mean, theoretically, 32 should matter, kind of, except the one person who's throwing the whole thing off is RB.
Right.
Because he's in 42nd place in points, but he auto-qualified.
Right.
So, because he was 3rd place at an event where the top 2 auto-qualified.
Right.
So he didn't get as many. He only got 64 points for that one.
Correct.
And so he is now sitting in 42nd place with an auto-qualified spot, which means only the top 31 make it in there. So you have to be within the top 31 to qualify by points. So there you go.
That's that.
It's very similar to what Nishikin did last year. Nishikin kind of threw off the points last year as well. So
absolutely.
But just so you guys know, number 1 is Momochi, 2 is Infiltration, 3rd is Bon-chan, 4th is Shen, 5th is Gamer B, 6th Luffy, 7th Tokido, 8th is Fudo, 9th is Mago, 10th is Daigo Umehara, 11th is Kazunoko, 12th is Snake Eyes, 13th is Nemo, 14th is Xiaohai, 15th is Justin Wong, 16th is Punko, 17th is Itabashi Zangiefs, 18th is Tonpi, 19th is Knuckle Dew, 20th is Dasho, 21st is Kayoma with only 2 points less than Dasho. 22nd is 801 Strider with 2 points more than 23rd, which is Yomi Daiminion. 24th is Dark Jawa. 25th is Human Bomb. 26th is Shiro. 27th, Problem X. 28th, Gact. And 29th, Valmaster.
That's the list so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, RB down at the...
and then RB, yes. So that's the list right now.
That top 3, in fact, maybe that top 5 is a pretty good top 3 or top 5 in the world. If you were just to look at that list.
Yeah, I mean, we've often talked about the 5 best Street Fighter 4 players of all time throughout all of them. And we've talked about Momochi, Infiltration, Shin, and Gamer B, and they're all up there. And the one that's up there that isn't in that list is Bon-chan, but really he deserves to be in that list as well.
He's a good player, no doubt about that.
Some crazy players in that top 5, but that is a pretty accurate top 5 list. Obviously, a lot of people would think Daigo should be up there as well, but he just hasn't traveled. After he won at NCR, he was like, "Whoa, well, all right, time to hide tech," as he usually does. So. But should be pretty exciting. Look, I'm going to tell you this right now. For the U.S. players, now that Justin Wong is using Elena, right? Justin Wong, Snake Eyes, Knuckle Dew, Daiminion, 801 Strider. So there's 5 U.S. players then right now. Dude, I couldn't have asked for a better 5 players right now to represent. I would have liked to have seen... there was somebody... Shoot, I can't remember.
Probably Rog.
Oh, yeah, PR Rog. I would have liked to see PR Rog in there because obviously he did super well last year. But that is a really impressive U.S. list there. So hopefully they can do some damage out there because remember, USA did the worst last year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
A couple of notes. One main note, I would say. Casey Rinaldi says that Compros didn't use Cyborg. He used Cyborg Superman, which is one of the costumes of Superman.
Oh, okay.
That makes way more sense.
Nice.
It truly does. Yeah. Not Steam Weedle, Steam Whistle. Steam Weedle, though, makes me think that this coming weekend is BlizzCon, and I would like to go, and we'll see if that happens. But there's a Warcraft movie. Coming out.
Yeah.
There was a bigger trailer for it.
There was a teaser that showed up. I think my friend actually had a pretty funny comment, even though I don't play the game at all.
Yeah.
He was like, within 5 seconds, that trailer is wrong because the guy jumps on a dragon. You can't get on a mount that's moving.
There are a couple of ways.
Oh, is there? Okay.
But for the most part, that's true.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I thought that was funny, but actually, there are some things in the background that are pretty impressive that they even had them in there, like harvest golems and stuff. That's not an important part of anything really, but it's
do you know who any of the actors are in this movie?
Oh man, I'm not really a big actors guy. To be honest, I'm just
wondering if it's gonna be like an Uwe Boll kind of thing, right? Where nobody famous is in it.
I really don't know.
Let's see, Travis Fimmel and Ben Foster, Paula okay, Dominic Cooper's in it. Wow, really? Typecast much or what?
Who's that?
He was one of the Hobbits.
Really?
Pretty sure, wasn't he? Oh no, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Oh yeah,
it's Dominic somebody else. Somebody else. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. You're right.
I don't know many movies, but.
Dominic Cooper was in Captain America. Okay. He's the guy who plays Howard Stark. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh yeah. My bad.
I
can see that.
My bad, guys. My bad. Dude, I don't know any of these people. Then.
Yeah, you don't know like.
Paula
Gul'dan and Orgrim and stuff.
I don't mean the fictional characters. I mean the actors. Paula Patton, what's she been in? Nothing. I guess she was in Ghost Protocol. Ben Foster was in 3:10 to Yuma, which I heard was a good movie. Travis Fimmel. Yeah, dude, I don't know any of these people. This is definitely some Uwe Boll level of casting right now. So.
Well, it's supposed to be legit. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it is, but it's supposed to be like not. It's not supposed to be one-sided. It's supposed to be like looking at both sides, Horde and Alliance.
It was directed by a man named Duncan Jones.
Okay.
The only thing that Moon, he did Moon and Source Code. Actually, those are okay. I remember when he directed Moon, a lot of people were talking about this.
Oh yeah.
He was really good.
Okay.
And Source Code came out, and everyone was excited for that one, and that movie was.
Okay.
Right. So, but I mean, he hasn't done much else. It looks like in terms of direction, but. I mean, from what I've heard about Moon, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that movie is really legit. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing more about the story and how they're going to ignore goblins, as always.
Mm-hmm. Man. Source Code was okay. It was just the concept of it was just.
I don't know anything.
My suspension of disbelief was tough. So basically, when you die, your brain stays alive for 7 seconds, right? Okay. So they basically need someone who was in an accident to basically figure out where the bomb came from on a train or something like that. So they figured out a way.
I saw this.
Did you see the movie or the trailer?
I did see it.
Yeah. That was with Jake Gyllenhaal and stuff like that. Yeah.
I did see it.
And the concept of it was like, it's kind of neat, but like, how do you have that dream and you can wander into areas that you weren't seeing?
But it ended up not being a dream, right?
It was still a dream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, spoilers. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it ended up like being real.
No.
I'm pretty sure it ended up being real.
No.
Yeah, it did. Because it like changed the future.
No, he was basically thought that after the 7 seconds everything was supposed to go away, but for somehow magically it kept going. We're totally spoiling this movie.
Did we see different movies? I don't know. Maybe we saw different movies.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure the movie I saw ended up being real. It's not. You don't have to worry about this movie. It wasn't like the best movie ever. Anyway, but apologies for spoiling things. To be fair, I hate when that happens. If you were looking forward to this movie, I am sorry.
The worst thing about it is I have this inside joke in terms of spoiling movies, but it sounds completely racist, and it's just really frustrating.
It's probably zip it up.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's because one of our friends, one of my best friends that I was talking about earlier, saw a movie that my other best friend saw, but me and my brother hadn't seen. But he thought we saw it. So he left a message on our answering machine. He called, he's like, "You didn't tell me that!" And he spoiled the movie. And he left that message on our phone, and he was like, "Damn it, like, I can't take that back now." Like, because after he hung up, he was like, "Wait, did they see it?" And he couldn't take it back. So now every time we want to spoil the movie, we always say this one line. So, yeah, basically. No, it's not super racist. The line was basically, "You didn't tell me that the black guy was going to go insane and kill everybody."
Well, that's not racist.
Yeah, it's not racist. But yeah. That's basically
I don't know.
So.
But
anyway, I won't tell you what movie I was referring to, so you'll never be spoiled by that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
There you go. Ha ha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Spectre this
I think we might have seen two different movies. I think that's what we're.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not like a big movies guy, to be honest. I see movies that are relevant to my interests, and that's basically it. So I'll be seeing Star Wars. And unfortunately, I couldn't get tickets to it because Fandango glitched out because there were too many people.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that happened to a bunch of people. that Fandango like blew up, so you couldn't get tickets.
Do people really want to know what movie it was? Like, I will say it. I'll count down 5 so that you can actually like plug your ears if you don't want to know what the movie was. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you don't want to know what it is?
Okay.
Cube.
Uh-huh.
You ever see Cube?
No.
Oh, well, I spoiled Cube for you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
So there.
It doesn't really bother me.
Okay.
Was not looking forward to it.
Okay. But yeah, I'm going to see Spectre this weekend. I'm a James Bond fan. I am his namesake. So I have to go see it. It's true.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of my all-time favorite things is Peanuts.
Yeah.
It's also opening this weekend. And
are you going to see it?
My brother's going to see it, so I'm going to let him tell me.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Because it just looks so god-awful.
You know what I read was that this James Bond has drank the most martinis and hooked up with the fewest women.
Yeah, he hasn't slept with a lot of women in this one. I mean, my brother was even commenting. He's kind of rewatching some of the James Bond movies, and one of the movies, like Thunderball, like there's seriously like a scene where it pretty much James Bond rapes somebody. You know, it's like, I mean, it's really bad. So I'm sure
James Bond was an ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's definitely like modern James Bond now.
Yeah.
He gets hurt. You know.
Yeah.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
His suit gets ruffled.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm basically I saw Ant-Man on the plane.
I saw it on the plane too. Yeah, I also saw an hour and 20
good.
minutes of Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible, but then I fell asleep. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not because the movie was boring, it's because I literally didn't get any sleep the night before. Like literally.
I remember.
Yeah, we were at the after party, and then by the time I was ready to go to sleep, I looked at the clock and it was 5 o'clock, and you were setting your alarm for 5:15, and I was like, this is pointless.
Did I set my alarm 15 minutes after? Is that what you mean?
No, you said, for 5:15. That was when your alarm was supposed to wake you up.
Oh, yeah, and it didn't.
Well, it did wake you up. You got up, you stopped it, you walked into the bathroom, you came back, you crawled back into bed, and then you were asleep again.
I have no memory of any of that.
Yeah, I thought you snoozed. I
have no memory.
And I was all ready to go, and I was like, and then I looked at my phone, I was like, oh crap, it's 5:45. We needed to be at the lobby at 5:55, and then I woke you up.
Yeah.
And then we missed our shuttle to the airport.
We did.
So.
We did. We made it. Thanks, Jen.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw half of a biography of Walt Disney.
Oh, I know which movie you're talking about. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was the second half.
True story. We have shared a bed.
Yeah, of course. It's not weird.
It's not weird.
That's what I thought. Well, I think this is probably it. You wanna skedaddle? I think we pretty much hit the bottom of the barrel here. So.
Yeah, I think so too. So,
all right.
Yeah, past the time exactly. So, okay. Anyways, Ant-Man was very cool.
Ant-Man was
straight up
cool.
comedy. I didn't realize it was gonna be that much of a comedy.
Oh, there was action in there.
Yeah, but it was definitely.
It was a comedy.
Very, very. I mean, it was like one of the only ones that really, really had characters that were just there for comedic purposes, like all of Paul Rudd's buddies and stuff like that. So
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Dominion/Mago. I was hanging out with other people at the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heard something happen. I'm not the source for it, so whatever.
Yeah, me and David are now sponsored by Utah as well. 801. You don't remember what I told you the Japanese thought about the term 801?
No.
Because it's basically it's a slang for yaoi in Japan, so that's why everyone's typing that 801.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, let's get out of here. We're gonna go to sleep, or maybe you're gonna eat dinner like you do.
Yep, I'm probably
after the show. After the show, which ends at 11:30, you commonly go eat dinner.
I don't have time to grab food in between work and the show, so I mean it sucks. So.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace. Where am I going? There we are.